Since time began, men and women have had strange experiences for which there is no explanation, except in the secrets the ancient magicians knew. But for centuries, their secrets have been guarded in the hidden places of the Far East. Today, perhaps, Frank Chandler has discovered them, as people say. He is called Chandu the Magician. Can you be sure it isn't true? Present for your enjoyment every week at this hour, Chandu the Magician. Egypt, the boundless Sahara, the black tents of a Bedouin village. Through the desert night, the sound of flying hoofs. Chandu the Magician.
Has spoken. The hour of battle has come. The tribes will meet at Sahara Malacca. Insan El Horia has spoken. Bring all your fighting men to Sahara Malacca.
Sit down, Abdallah. We'll have some coffee. Coffee, please, Botros.
Aywa, Ya Sidi.
Well, I'm very glad to see you, Abdallah.
Ashkur Fadlak Chandu.
What are you doing in Cairo?
I bring a message from Amin Mitkail, my father.
On whom be peace.
And upon thee and all thy house.
Thank you.
When I did not find you at the hotel, I thought you had gone from Cairo. But then they sent me to this house.
Yes, we took this place some time ago.
Chandu, my father invites you and your family to visit our tents at the oasis.
Well, this is an honor, Abdallah.
If you will come, the honor is to us and to our village.
I'll speak to my sister as soon as she comes in. She's out now with Betty and Bob.
I have brought my finest camels to carry you swiftly over the desert, Chandu.
Well, I appreciate that, but we could get camels in the bazaar.
Camels fit only for foreigners.
Oh, well. Oh, here's our coffee. Now, that's all, Botros. You needn't wait.
As you say, Ya Sidi.
You know, Abdallah, it's curious you should have come in from the desert now. I was just wishing I could talk to you.
It may be you have brought me to Cairo from the desert with your magic.
No. But I've just finished decoding a letter from Washington. Someone sent them a report of trouble brewing in the desert. Have you heard anything of it?
Hasha. No, Chandu. Would my father invite you to meet death at the oasis? And your sister? And the maid and her daughter? Peace has come to the desert tribe.
The report said there was a rumor of a tribal chief, a mysterious sheikh. He's believed to have formed an alliance of a number of the tribes, whipping them up to start another holy war.
By Allah, there is no sheikh with so much power now. I know it.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
You can put the packages right down here in the hall, Bob.
Oh, I'll take them into the living room, Mom. You and Betty would find stuff to buy out in the middle of the Sahara. Well, for Pete's sake, hello.
Abdallah, how nice to see you again.
Hello, Abdallah.
I greet you all.
How are things out at the oasis?
Things? I do not understand.
Well, it's just an expression, Abdallah. Kislat Labza.
Oh, the oasis waits to welcome you, Bob.
Huh?
Abdallah came to invite us out there for a visit.
Did you really, Abdallah? That's marvelous.
I hope you didn't turn him down, Uncle Frank.
All of us, Frank?
Yes, sir.
When, Abdallah?
Tomorrow, if Chandu pleases sit.
Oh, Uncle Frank, let's do.
Well,
There'll be much to amuse you. Riding and skillful throws of knives.
Hey.
Evenings, tellers of tales, musicians to make you laugh and weep.
Oh.
And a great feast.
Jeepers. After that build-up, who's going to say no?
In a moment, we'll raise the curtain on the next act of tonight's story of the timeless, deadly Sahara. Egypt, the Sahara, unchanged by the march of centuries. Sunset, a caravan 4 days out of Cairo. We return you to Chandu, the magician.
Tired, Dot?
No, I'm fine, Frank. Did you ever see such a gorgeous sunset?
Uncle Frank, do you suppose that's a mirage?
Where, Betty?
Way over there to the left. See? Like a big stone castle.
It's a pretty solid mirage.
It is not a mirage, Bob. Long ago, it was the palace of a queen.
Queen of what, for Pete's sake?
Our country was destroyed in the great Zalzila.
Huh?
What is your word, Chandu? The shaking of the earth.
Earthquake.
Earthquake. Many thousand years ago, the Sahara was like a garden, with a great river flowing across Africa to the sea.
Is that really so, Abdallah?
I was it. But then came the earthquake.
And the whole river dried up?
No, Bob. Far under the sands it flows today. And no man hears the voice of the dark water.
You make it sound so grim, Abdallah.
Hey, is that where water comes from in the oases?
What happened to the queen?
Darling, he said it was centuries ago.
Abdallah, do you know whether anyone lives in that place now?
Aiwa, Chandu. The Sheikh, Muhammad Esdin. But even today it is called Saraya al-Malaka, the palace of the queen.
Pull up your camels, all of you.
Andak.
What is it, Frank?
There's a band of Arabs on horseback off to the right.
Where, Uncle Frank?
You can see them against the sky. I've been watching them. They're coming this way.
Oh, yeah.
And there's another, straight ahead.
I don't see them, Uncle Frank.
I caught a glimpse of them as they rode up over a dune.
Look back, Frank, way back there. Between the two hills, there's some more Arabs.
Yes.
You think they're going to hold us up like those fellows we met the other time?
I'm taking no chances, Bob. Abdallah, well, do you think we can get to the Sheikh's house before they catch us? I know the camels are tired.
Aiwa, but they can run. No desert outlaw will ride faster.
Hey, that Mohammed Esdin might be an outlaw himself.
Once we're there, we'll be all right. No Arab would turn strangers away, even enemies.
An Arab would disgrace himself forever if he refused a traveler the protection of his house. Yalla! Yalla! Help!
Well, we made it. The Sheikh must be throwing a barbecue. Look at all the fires.
Is this some kind of feast day, Abdallah?
No, Chandu. And the men are not all of the Sheikh's tribe.
I know that. They're wearing the burnouses and turbans of half a dozen desert tribes.
Frank, let's stop and tell them why we came here.
No doubt. We'll ride straight into the courtyard. Stay right behind me.
They look so fierce.
Hold on! Boss! Where is the Sheikh? Take me to Muhammad Esdin.
Mohammed Esdin?
What's the matter with them?
By Allah, who are you that you do not welcome travelers into this house?
Anu Bedawi.
By the tomb of the Prophet, you disgrace the name of all Bedouins. Take us at once to your Sheikh.
Salah, come with me.
All right, we'll get off. Bob, wait till the camel kneels.
Nazar, Bid Zakaira.
Pay no attention to him, Dot. We'll be inside in a minute.
I'll help you off, Matt.
Thanks, Bob.
Jamil bin Sakahira.
Abdallah, you stay out here and see if you can find out what's going on.
As you say, Chandu, I am to blame that you have come into this danger.
No, it's too late to think of that. All right, we're ready.
Come in here now. Come this way.
Come over here with me, Betty.
I feel like the gladiators thrown to the lions.
Go in here. The Sheikh will come.
Is he in the house now?
Aywa, he will come.
Brother, what a setup. No wonder they call it a palace. This room must be 50 feet long.
And no wonder he doesn't let all those men in here with these marvelous rugs. I wouldn't either. I wonder what he's like.
Shh, Betty. There's a man in the doorway.
And very fancy, too. Get a load of that white burnous. Camel's hair, no less.
Bob, he may speak English.
The Bedouin who brought you here should have known better. I ordered the men to take no prisoners.
We are not prisoners. We were on our way to the oasis of Talata Nabi. We saw several bands of mounted Arabs riding toward us, and I thought they might be desert outlaws.
I see.
Frank, now what?
You needn't be frightened, madam. I believe in the Arab tenet of sanctuary, and you will be quite safe in the women's quarters.
Do you mind telling me what's going on here?
Not at all. But I suggest the ladies go into the harem. The windows are barred. The door beside you is the only entrance. Just turn the key. You'll be quite safe inside.
Oh, wait, Dot. I'll have a look around in there first.
Frank, you can't go in there.
Oh, yes, I can.
The women have gone, madam.
Frank, those Arabs we saw may be coming here.
Undoubtedly.
Is that why you sent everybody away?
All the occupants of this house left quite suddenly the day before I arrived.
The whole family?
Yes. The men of Ahmed Beg took the house.
Took it? You can't mean they killed all your people.
Not my people. The family of Mohammed S-Din.
Oh, how dreadful.
All right, Dot. There's nobody inside.
We can't stay here, Frank. This man said...
I heard him. Go inside. Lock the door and don't let anyone in but me. Go with him, Bob.
Okay. Oh, wait till I get my hands on Abdallah. He got us into this.
I thought at first you were an Arab. That's why I didn't introduce my sister and her daughter.
I understood that. You may sit if you like.
Thank you. And may I ask who you are?
The Arabs call me Insan el-Hurriye.
The man of freedom.
Yes. You see, my name is Freeman.
Freeman? You look very much like... Well, those men of yours are a noisy lot.
There are men of a dozen tribes looking forward to battle. You were saying?
I was about to say you look very much like a man I knew some time ago. You're younger, of course. And your name's not really Freeman, is it?
Even so. None of my family has ever been in America.
Oh, this wasn't in America. It was in London. I went to the House of Lords one day to hear him speak.
And I hope he's still alive to read my name and his in every newspaper on earth in a week's time.
So you're the mysterious great chief who's been whipping up the desert tribes.
Did that Bedouin of yours tell you that?
I heard it in Cairo. Abdallah said there was nothing to it. Unfortunately, I believed him.
In a few days, it won't matter. These Arabs are ready now to go wherever I send them. All they needed was a leader.
You must have lived in the desert for years. Tell me, why are you doing this?
Because 12 years ago, my father gave me £1,000 and said he never wanted to see me again. Oh, he must have told you of his younger son, cashiered from the army for cheating at cards.
No, I understand now. You've been trying to imitate Lawrence of Arabia. But he'd never do a thing like this.
Lawrence? I shall be king of Arabia.
Well, you won't have a chance. A handful of bloodthirsty Bedouins.
Don't delude yourself. Once we've won a battle or two, outside help will come. And these men fight like demons.
I know they do.
I've been perfectly frank with you, Mr.
Chandler.
Chandler, yes. The reason must be obvious.
You're going to kill us all.
No, not exactly. We'll just ride off in the morning, taking all the horses and camels. I doubt if you'll be found for several months. If then.
That will be a little late.
Oh, yes. But you'll die in Cairo in any case. Within a month, not one foreigner will be alive in the whole of the Middle East.
To them out there. Give me the matches, Bob. I'm going to light every candle in here.
That's crazy, Bats. They'll all burn down to nothing, and then what?
Oh, well, they'll last the rest of the night, Bob. And Uncle Frank says all the Arabs are leaving in the morning.
Oh, Mother, are they really?
Look, Mom.
I hate to stay in here even that long. These rooms feel as if they were full of ghosts.
Oh.
Are we going on to the oasis with Abdallah, Mother?
Well, I don't know. It's certainly closer than Cairo.
For Pete's sake, you're not thinking...
Well, it is closer, Bob. We'd have been there tomorrow.
Will you pipe down a minute?
Oh.
Mom, if Uncle Frank's so sure all we have to do is wait for morning, why is he in there putting on those Arab clothes?
He knows what he's doing, Bob.
Oh, I wish I did. He didn't even say where he got those clothes.
What difference does that make?
He probably got them from Abdallah.
See what I mean? If he goes out there among those Arabs and Abdallah tips them off he's not one, bingo.
Bob, you didn't talk like that about Abdallah in Cairo.
Listen, I know better now. And I still say, if Uncle Frank's so sure everything's dandy, we just sit here and wait for morning.
Oh, they're right under the window.
We can't get in, darling. Look at the bars. And
Order! Us! You shall see.
Oh, that's Abdallah. What did I tell you?
listen, Bob, listen.
He is of my own tribe. I am a teller of tales, but he is a sorcerer greater than Abu-Hul, father of terror. He is here now, by the fires of my people. Will you hear him? Will you see his magic? Lassa! He will come.
Magic. I wonder if that's what...
Oh, Mother, behind you. It's an Arab.
You know they can't get in here, Betty.
Oh, Uncle Frank. You look just like an Arab.
Abdallah was talking about you, wasn't he, Frank?
Yes, Dot.
Boy, are you going to stick your neck out?
The Bedouins won't know who I am, Bob. They won't see my face if I keep out of the firelight. The hood of the burnous.
Why do you go out there tall?
Oh, just to give them a demonstration of magic.
Why?
I'll tell you that when I come back. Lock the door behind me, Bob, and stay right here beside it, just in case.
In just a moment, we'll bring you the final act in tonight's story of the ominous Sahara. Egypt. Under the night sky, the Sahara stretching into endless distance about the great stone house, Saraya al-Malaka. In the courtyard, firelight flickers on the fierce faces of desert men. In the shadows against the wall, Abdallah and Chandu, the magician.
And as all the desert knows, a great earthquake caused the world to crash with a sound of thunder, and the desert river sank from the sight of men. But it was written that even then, the end had not come. This is the story of what is to be. For Abu-Hul, father of terror, decreed that when 10,000 years had passed, a great magician should live again in the desert. And his power should be great. Sadaki, he is here before you. Listen to his voice, for he is called Chandu the magician.
Chandu.
Men of the desert, hear my words. In my hands is the power to bring upon you an earthquake more terrible than the one which shook the earth 6,000 years ago. Listen.
What is that?
You hear it?
You have listened to words of evil counsel, to the voice that brings war and death. Men of the desert, will you see again the crashing of the earth like thunder? Return to your homes, to your black tents before...
What are you doing? Who is this man?
He is a great magician. Insan el-Huraya. Listen to the
earthquake.
Zalzila.
Magician? He's the American who came here today.
Americani.
Look at him! A secret agent! Look at him!
Chandu, Iftain.
Abdallah, the door behind me.
I did not see it.
Inside, quickly.
noiselessly.
Look around while I bar the door. There may be a guard.
Go after them!
Yeah, that will keep them out for a few minutes. See anybody?
No, Chandu, but a man could hide himself well here.
Guns and cases of shells. They must have been collecting them for years. Here's the door. Come on, Abdullah.
I will stay, Chandu. I can kill them.
Abdullah, you wouldn't have a chance with that mob. Come along. This passageway leads into the main hall. We'll get back to my sister.
Inshallah.
Before Freeman sends men around to the front door.
Hari! Hari!
Through the archway.
Where are they, Chandu? The lady, your sister,
Across the hall. Off the big room. In here.
Dance to the Americani!
Here they come.
Dance to the Americani! Congress! There he is! Kill him! Hold! Blood!
Stay in there, Dot. Don't open the door.
Are they tomb of the prophet? I will kill these renegade dogs.
Dance to the Fernandez!
Keep them back, Freeman. Keep them back, I say. Listen. Listen to that sound. Zalzila, the earthquake.
Kill him! Amede!
The walls are falling around you. Abu Aul, father of terror, has sent the earthquake. Return to your black tents before the underground river open up once more, and you die in its black water. Go back. All right, Bob. You can open the door.
Frank, what on earth? Did they actually believe you could invoke an earthquake?
They heard it, Dot?
Heard what, Uncle Frank?
You mean that you heard nothing?
Well, nothing but my brother's voice.
Of course not.
What was it?
Why, Chandler, who are you?
Does it matter? You've lost your Bedouins for good.
The walls are still standing. Everything is exactly as it was.
Except that the Bedouins are gone. Face it, Freeman. They'll never follow you again. This is the end.
My whole life ruined by a conjuring trick.
Something more than that.
Whatever it was, my life is over. I'll wander about the Middle East for a few years and end by drowning myself in the Bosphorus. Oh, you must be very proud of this night's work.
I'm very glad I knew how to do it. Yes. And you needn't drown yourself, you know.
When the time comes, I'll be glad to.
I don't think so. Listen.
What is it?
Why don't you go back home? To England, Freeman.
Holy Moses, look at him.
Why, he's frozen in his tracks.
Make your peace with your father. That's what you really want. At home in the English garden you've seen for years in your mind, you'll forget all this. All right, Freeman?
Home to England. Oh, good evening, sir.
Mother, what did Uncle Frank do to him? He acts as if he never saw us before.
Oh, do please make yourselves at home, won't you? I'm afraid that I shall have to hurry away. You see, I'm going home. To England.
So I understand. I'm glad to hear it. Good night.
Chandu the Magician is based on the original radio drama created by Harry A. Earnshaw and is written by Vera Oldham. Frank Chandler is played by Tom Collins. Dorothy Regent is played by Irene Tedrow, Betty by Joy Terry, and Bob by Lee Millar. Lou Krugman is Abdallah, Freeman is Ben Wright, and Ahmed Beg is played by Tudor Owen. Special musical effects are by Korla Pandit. The program is produced and directed by Cyril Armbruster. Howard Culper speaking. This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System.